Lawrence County Wildcats. This is the X Sports Network. This is the X Sports Network.
All right, we are here for the Summertown, Hampshire volleyball game here today. Tommy Emerson here with Will Pettis, and we were right on time.
Yeah, we were scrambling because I got here pretty casually thinking it's a 6 o'clock game like always, and then when I was in the middle of setting up, since she told me it was going to be a 5 o'clock game, I was like, oh, better hurry.
Yeah,
so
I was driving here when I found it was going to be 5. So.
But Hampshire is a district team. Am I correct on that?
Yep, district team.
And so we'll be facing them twice this season as usual. We'll be going there later in the season. Mm-hmm. Coming off of a grueling game against Lawrence County High School yesterday. Lawrence County gave us all we wanted and more yesterday.
4 games. And when I was watching the JV, even like half of our starters are JV players, and so that game went 3, and I thought, man, that's not good for us.
Those girls had to be tired at the end of that.
I was thinking, hit it in the net and get out of these games. Just get off the floor, get to the varsity.
Right. Yeah.
Save that energy.
And then, of course, Loretto played yesterday against 2 opponents. Lincoln County was one of them. I think Lauderdale was the other. Mm-hmm. And they swept those, no issue. And then that's who our next opponent is in the south end of the county on Thursday. But this one's about to get underway.
And Hampshire back to serve. And I've got their lineup somewhere. This is Abigail Smith. And as we were talking before the game, the coach for Hampshire is Anna Kate Collier, who played here for Andrea. I believe she graduated maybe the 2018 team. So Hampshire's got a 2-0 lead here, which we were not expecting. Hampshire plays 7 players due to injuries, and just 7 players is all they have. So that's why we didn't do the JV. So you wear them out. So finally, Summertown on the board. Millie Emerson put that down. Summertown runs a different rotation. They have it to where Millie plays the front row, comes out after basically one score, to where Maddie Gillum can start.
I haven't seen her jump serve in a while.
No. I had a lot of people ask me if Millie was hurt, if she had made the coach mad or something, but it's just she has to play opposite Abby Jo.
Yeah.
And nobody can serve for her, and it's just the lineup is the way it is. So. All right, we need Abby Jo hitting. There you go.
That'll work. She had quite a few good hits yesterday, I saw.
Yeah.
But, you know, what you were saying about your 2 middles, and they can't both serve. The middle school's kind of dealing with that, too. They're starting to look at splitting up Macy and Ava, and both of them being middles, and only one of them can serve. So, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, there's not a good scenario where you wouldn't have a rotation where Millie and Abby Jo are both on the bench.
Right.
That's not what they don't want that. So.
Good dig there.
Yeah, if Summertown doesn't have to work too hard here, that's a good rest before the Loretta game. But
is it 5-4?
It should be 5-3. That's
That's what I thought.
scorekeeper.
Yeah.
Scorekeeper. I'd fire her tomorrow.
Yeah. There's the scorekeeper right there.
Yeah, she lives a rough life though. So.
Yeah. All right. So now it's correct on the scoreboard, 6-3.
Yeah, and Summertown's it's the giveaway of points. Like
Yeah.
It shouldn't be this.
And there were a lot of those yesterday.
Right. The game we lost with Lawrenceburg, we lost by 2, I believe.
Yeah.
And we hit 87 balls out of bounds.
Yeah.
Just right out of the back.
I noticed it ended on a ball out of bounds.
Yeah.
That set did.
Yep. And Abby Jo, I don't know what her ratio of push to hit is, and I don't know if she watches these back, and if so, this is her note. Your ratio has got to be big. You got to have more hits than pushes at this point. Like you got to hammer it down.
Yeah.
That's what you can do. Killers kill, and you hammer it down.
And it does make the pushovers more surprising when they happen.
Right.
She gets that kill down.
Yep, like that. That's what you were born to do. Izzy back to serve. Izzy and Emerson Franks was one of those players that I felt sorry for that played a lot of JV minutes. And Ellie Lou Mason played a lot of JV minutes in that 3 game. And then had to go play a lot of minutes in varsity. Gabby Long too. So.
Yeah.
So not just back row defense, which is grueling enough, but now you're jumping to block, jumping to hit for multiple games. Snuck that one in.
But there's at least 3 that we lost from last year that didn't graduate. That just aren't playing.
Stop playing, yeah.
And that's where it hits you.
Yeah.
You have to have players to fill on both games.
Yeah, because, it's the skill level, but it's the experience that they took with them, too.
Right.
The freshmen, we talk about it every game, how fast the game is to the freshmen coming out of middle school, but the girls that aren't playing now, they were acclimated to the game.
Yeah, I would think like Emerson Franks probably came into this season thinking she wasn't going to be seeing the floor much in varsity, right?
Yeah, I think.
And if she did, she didn't think it'd be on the back row.
Right.
You know.
Right. Maybe a blowout game, she could play the front row.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of JV front row. Get her ready, next year to make an impact. And there she is on the back row half the time. So good swing by Ellie Lou there. But if you're a bench player right now for Summertown, or maybe a player that don't get a lot of minutes, like you got to know, like there's some openings. It's one of them times, like if you're ready, when Andrea feels like trying a spot, like that could be good for you.
Sure.
Hampshire hasn't done a terrible job here just playing defense, but they are struggling to set up a hit. And I was talking with the coach before the game, and she's had some key injuries and key departures, and a setter may be one of those things. So.
A small school like that's tough.
Yep.
And we think we're a small school. Hampshire is a small school.
Yes.
Considerably smaller than we are.
Right.
But yet we're both in the same district. That's the way volleyball works.
Yeah. And you got to take what you get and try to build it into something.
Is there just 2 classes in volleyball, or is there a 3A?
I think Lawrenceburg's a 3A.
That's right. They are.
Yeah.
They are. That's right. Tennis is the one that just has 2 classes.
Yeah. Now, if Summertown can not hit it out of bounds on the serve, this game will flow a little bit. There we go.
She toyed with the net there.
Yep. Summertown coming off of a weekend tournament at Middle Tennessee Christian.
Yeah.
Where we saw some good teams. Nope. Summertown decides to continue hitting it out of bounds.
But I noticed you played Middle Tennessee Christian, and they must have been pretty tough. They swept you, and
we played them first.
First 2.
Yeah, and they looked like a machine, and so we thought, well, we must be really off our game. But then as we got to talking to a lot of the parents from these private schools, they're doing that to everyone.
Oh yeah.
So we felt a little better, and we played. We won the rest of the tournament until we got to Eagleville, and they were 10 points better than us in every game somehow.
Yeah.
So
just that first set we had against Eagleville at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
And then since then it's just kind of.
Yeah, that didn't seem to scare them any.
No.
This weekend they were. They must have been looking for revenge. I don't know, but they put it on us. Summertown is flirting with bad serving right now. They are nicking it off the net and getting it out of bounds deep. So if we can just get some serves in, we might be all right. And that hurt us yesterday too. We had several rallies, and when you're running, when you've got momentum, and you miss your serve or miss hit, that's oxygen to the other team.
All right, well, got a timeout, I assume, from Hampshire.
Yeah, Hampshire.
And so we'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Mac Brown has been providing photographic services for 55 years. During that time, Mac Brown photographers have photographed children, seniors, weddings, schools, musicians, and commercial businesses. The studio takes great pride in producing quality photographs and services for its many clients. While the studio has adapted as times have changed, their goal of providing excellent photography has remained constant. For more information or to schedule an appointment, visit their website at macbrown.
All right, back to live action here. Lulu still serving, managing to get all the serves in. Lizzie Garland down the cross court there. That's become a good hit for her. Like
It has.
She's gotten that down.
She had some good ones yesterday.
Yeah.
She's probably another one that didn't expect to be in that kind of role this season.
Yeah, she's getting all the minutes she can stand.
She plays all the way around us, you know.
She does. She does. And does it well. I mean, that's.
Yeah, she's made a big jump.
Yeah.
From middle school to here.
Yeah.
And she, she didn't. It's not like she worked at it all off season. She played softball.
Right. Yeah.
She's just that good of an athlete.
Yeah. She was on, as far as I know, no club teams.
Right. Like I really think the last game in middle school, which was September, October last year, I don't think she touched the volleyball again until July.
Yeah.
And then there she is playing effectively.
Yeah. And even little things like turning and hitting the ball on like a free ball, like where most young players are gonna just two-arm it over. She's able to read it and hit it. Spinning in circles sometimes. So that takes a lot of confidence.
And we were talking about her, and she hit it out,
well,
right?
She's still a freshman.
That's us. That's our fault.
Well, our upperclassmen are still missing the court half the time. So
yeah.
If anything, they've maybe corrupted her in practice or in games where she thinks that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. Here's another freshman, I guess. No, sophomore.
Yeah.
Second, okay, she's my son's age. He's a sophomore. Yeah.
So we're gonna have to get it over.
That didn't work.
Yeah. That's you can tell the players getting a routine. They think 3 hits, and sometimes and we did a lot last year was setting off the first ball. And hitting, and the other team was like, wait a second, that was only 2 hits. And,
right.
It's like that. It just seems odd, but
here
that
comes
was one of those things.
Here comes set point. Busy serving.
Hampshire set up something there, but Abby Jo
Beautiful.
with the kill.
That's a good way to end the first set.
That's how you do it.
All right, we'll be right back for set number 2. We'll check in and see how Loretta's doing in their game. They had an early start today, too. We'll be right back. It's Summertown Volleyball on the X Sports Network.
Hi there, everyone. This is Ann Marr with Coldwell Banker Southern Realty. I want to say a great big thank you, Lawrence County, for voting me as your favorite realtor. What a huge honor this is to be voted this by my many clients, my friends, my peers, the people I love. I greatly appreciate all of you so much. I have loved working with many of you, some of you several times, and I look forward to meeting and working with many more of you in the future. I promise to give you 110% of my time, attention, and expertise to make your sale or purchase happen. Just give me a call at 931-242-2643, and let's talk.
Mac Brown has been providing photographic services for 55 years. During that time, Mac Brown photographers have photographed children, seniors, weddings, schools, musicians, and commercial businesses. The studio takes great pride in producing quality photographs and services for its many clients. While the studio has adapted as times have changed, their goal of providing excellent photography has remained constant. For more information or to schedule an appointment, visit their website at macbrownphoto.com or give them a call at 931-762-4263 Let the professionals at Mac Brown Photography turn your memories into treasures.
For high school athletes, every game counts. You push your limits and you chase your dreams. But when injury strikes, you need more than just recovery. At Southern Tennessee Orthopedics, we're here to get you back in the game faster and stronger. From cutting-edge treatments to personalized and compassionate care, we're here for your every move. Our specialized team of experts encompass decades of experience in sports-related injuries. Dr. Paul Thomas, Melanie Durham.
Well, we're back for set number 2.
Something new, they're making line judges this year switch sides after every game.
Yes, they are. In middle school, they're doing that too. Notice in some of the tournaments, they were a little lenient with that.
Yeah, I line judged this weekend, and they had us do it, but so we got to hit those balls right there, Abby Joe. As he puts that one down, I can see the advantage in tournaments because you got someone from one team and someone from the other, and you want to mix them to where they're not calling on their side. But in home games, like you got 2 homers, line judging. So I'm not sure.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, they worked that one up. Gabby Long.
Noticed yesterday, Leah for Lawrence County had a lot of good kills, but a lot of her slams, Anna Lee did a great job of digging them out. Yeah,
you don't, for us, Leah Dixon is not a player we want to get rolling. And the fact that she's only a freshman is ridiculous because
I know.
I can't imagine improving, getting volleyball down. She'll be fun to watch as long as you don't have a kid on the team.
Not as you're not playing against them. There's an ace.
So right now, Summertown has 2 freshmen out there. Looks like Emerson's. Maybe Andrea's looking to get some of the JV players that didn't get a chance to play, maybe in some varsity.
Sure.
Would make some sense. Rest some other starters.
Yeah, because you got a big game Thursday. Got Loretta playing Mount Pleasant. There's a live look in. Loretta's down 7-3 in the second set, but they won the first set. I'm sure they'll end up with no problems here in the second.
Yeah.
Is there a standard punishment for how many, every time you serve it in the net, run so many laps, anything like that?
Must not be, but there should be. Because, and if not, they may need to look into it because that is definitely something. Like I was saying at the end of last game, if you got a team on the ropes and you just miss a serve or something, it's giving the other team hope, and that's the one thing you want to take away from every opponent is hope.
Yeah.
We're not looking for competition. We're looking for domination.
Which I tell you, serving looks so easy from where we're sitting. It should never happen, right?
Yeah.
If we were down there trying it every time.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like free throws or diving in the Olympics. Like I'm gonna criticize it even though I can't do it.
Yeah. All right.
And there's some plays that, it's a lot more difficult in the game and the game speed, and then there's some plays that you just gotta know not to do anything too difficult. Just get it over the net and live to fight another day, and that'll come.
There's Lynn Huffstetler retrieving the ball for us. Thank you.
Yep. A physical specimen of an athlete, I would say.
Nobody wants to sit with him. He's got a whole section to himself. I wonder if he paid for that privilege today.
Yeah.
It's like nobody's sitting next to me. He has the whole section to himself.
That's where you sit when you don't want to be bothered, and And there's
Right.
plenty of those places around here on this game.
Yeah, for this game there is. Loretta game will be different.
Yeah, Lawrenceburg yesterday too. Like you couldn't. All the fans were on one side. Well, unless you were up where you were. You were up at the top.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess they got to keep those bleachers pushed back for the game.
Yeah. Lawrence County is a tough gym to play in, they say, because it's just so big.
Right.
It's hard to kind of gauge. Maybe that's why we hit so many out of bounds. I don't know.
It's a nice save there by Annalee.
This is a better lead. Summertown's getting kind of more comfortable and hitting more serves in, so that helps too.
Certainly. Savvy Joe.
Yep.
Looks easy for her.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for, is just a good pass, which will lead to a better set and hopefully a harder hit.
Nice low serve there.
And they're
Yeah, there's just no answer for that right now.
No.
And are they even trying to block?
No, they don't have a blocker. And Izzy Garland, if she wasn't doing enough already, now she's the setter in this game. So
Izzy setting here. Oh, okay.
Izzy is setting. And if you're Summertown, you don't have really an older setter sitting behind Audrey. And Audrey's a junior, and you don't really have anybody coming up. So these are the times to try to build your next setter. And Audrey is a rolled ankle away from us having to find a setter. So.
And the rolled ankles do happen in volleyball. My daughter had one at the tournament this past weekend.
Oh, no. Yeah, those, for a non-contact sport, you can definitely meet at the net. And, or a teammate.
And that's what happened. The girl came across the net, across the line, and rolled her ankle.
Well, you see those where, blocks, and then you see, like, teammates that are double blocking land on each other's foot. Because they're got, one blocker setting the block on the side, and then the other.
Here's another future setter potentially.
Yes. So sometimes Tess will come in and announce to the team that she's the setter.
Yeah.
And but Izzy is still setting.
Was the call
on the net?
Hampshire in the net, or
Hampshire in the net, 22 in the net. So
here's the replay. I think.
Yeah, looks like 22 just landed into the net. Sells that one.
I bet, let's check in on Loretta. I bet they've retaken the lead, and they're up 11-9. And we have a timeout here. And so we will be right back shortly. It's high school volleyball on the X Sports Network.
Serving. Summertown has a commanding lead here. Millie Emerson with the put down. Anytime there's an overpass, nothing good can happen unless they hit that out of bounds.
Man, we have a lot of those in middle school.
Oh, yeah. There's a back row hit.
Oh, all right.
Look that number up, because that was a good hit. Addie Runyon from the back row putting it down. Izzy, freshman to freshman right there, the back set.
There we go.
Now Audrey coming in. This will be interesting. So on the floor right now is potentially 3 setters.
Is that right?
So the hitters have nothing to complain about in this rotation.
There you go.
Somewhere, as long as you get them a good pass, someone's there to set it.
It is a quiet gymnasium right here.
It is. You can kind of.
This is nothing like what Thursday will be like.
No. You can hear conversations going on.
Yeah. Well, this one's moving right along.
Yeah, Audrey is got a pretty good serve, so she just keeps it inbounds. And they are not calling doubles, so.
There's another cue.
Audrey looks like maybe she's serving and setting. So maybe the other two potential setters are back to just ordinary positions. Millie Emerson with the block there. That ball sneaks over. And
Yeah, moving right along.
another reason to hit the ball is sometimes it just goes your way. The down ref he ain't taking no chances. That ball disappears, new ball comes out. We got a lot of new referees in our area right now. Millie takes that overpass. Says,
And I think we had some new ones yesterday.
We did. At least one new one.
They didn't mind handing out
Yeah.
those little yellow cards in their pockets.
Right.
I noticed. And AJ just glossed over it. Never even mentioned it. He
Yeah.
was a professional broadcaster.
Yeah.
Unlike me bringing it up now.
I was wondering if she was going to try to collect all colors available, like Thanos.
Yeah.
And but she didn't because it was the end of the game. But yeah,
There's right at the end.
there's probably going to be some of those games, I would imagine, because our better referees have left the area.
Have they really?
Yeah, and I say that as biased as anyone because we had a couple of good referees.
And they're at a different area now?
And they are up in Murray County, so they will not be down here at all.
Well, that is
And,
too bad.
And one of them this weekend mentioned to all referees that they should at least ref one Summertown Loretta game once in their lifetime to see what it was like. So apparently those games are different than any other game in the state. So
Have a JV player in now. Huckabee?
oh,
All
yeah.
right.
Yeah, Caroline.
Here's a set point.
It's good to see her in. She was sick yesterday.
Oh, was she?
Yeah. Yeah, she played no JV or anything. So she closes it out.
Yep, she does. All right, so Summertown now up 2-0. We'll be back in a few minutes. It's high school volleyball on the Exports Network.
Got primary care? Find your way to better health with primary care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living. Serving Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, and Hohenwald. Phone 931-244-8220. Primary care by One Stop Medical at its best.
Top quality equipment rentals at the right price. It's not too good to be true at Rent Right Equipment and Sales. We guarantee clean, reliable products that are up to your standards. Our family-owned business has been doing that for more than 40 years. Let our friendly and knowledgeable staff take care of you from purchase to maintenance. Saws, drills, lifts, mowers, generators, you name it, we've got it. Stop by and see our inventory today, located on Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg.
Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is your premier source for hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, sheet vinyl, residential and commercial carpet, carpet tiles, ceramic and porcelain tile, waterproof floating floor, plus blinds and shutters. Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is also home to all name brands and can tackle projects big and small. Installation, you're covered with installers who've got years of experience and stand behind their work. Let Lawrenceburg Flooring and More make your design dreams a reality. 2760 Highway 43 North, or visit lawrenceburgflooringandmore.com.
Are you looking for a non-factory job environment?
All right, back for the third and hopefully the final set.
Yep.
We'll check in on Loretta here in a minute.
Abigail Smith's first serve is right in the net. And Summertown is staying with their original
This
lineup.
is a set point for Loretta right here, and they just took it. So Loretta just took the second set over Mount Pleasant, 25-13. There's the ace.
I was real curious about this third set, if Andrea was going to run it like a let's rest the starters, get JV minutes, or we need a tune-up for Thursday.
Maybe it's get a lead and then bring the
Yeah.
JV in. So you don't have to bring the starters back in for anything.
Yeah. Well, they're on the way to a good lead. It's 3-0 now.
So we have Loretta coming up Thursday, and then I guess the girls have Labor Day weekend off.
Yeah, they play. They've got a Gatlinburg tournament coming up at the end of September, or the first
following weekend.
Yeah, the following weekend. That first week of September.
Yeah.
That weekend. The Gatlinburg tournament's fantastic because every good team in that area. I mean, we're going to play teams from Kentucky, North Carolina. We see some good teams.
And were you guaranteed at least 5 or 6 matches?
Yeah, it's a 5-game guarantee. They'll kind of seed you that first day. In the past, we've done really well at that tournament, despite playing at a water park, which has got to be the most distracting thing you can do. And the last 2 years, we've ran into a team, Ronald Reagan High School from North Carolina, who looked like a college team.
Oh, wow.
And they're impressive. And
so do you and all the matches are going on under one roof, right? How many do you think are going on in one room at one time?
It's 25 courts going on at the same time.
25, so 50 teams in there playing at the same time.
At the same time. And it's rotated out. I mean,
that would be a live streamer's nightmare.
Yes.
I don't know if I could ever pull that one off.
It's a fan's nightmare as well. If you hate whistles and people, you should not be in there because it's as far as you can see.
All right. So 8-0. Going to go ahead and have a quick timeout. Might see some JV the rest of the way. This is high school volleyball on the X Sports Network.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Saunders.
And this is Nate Patterson with Cloud9 Fiber.
We're excited to finally be able to offer Lawrenceburg our blazing fast, reliable, and affordable fiber internet services.
If you're looking for a more reliable and more affordable provider, we at Cloud9 Fiber have you covered.
Plans start at $50 a month, and we can offer up to a gigabit to your home or business.
We are excited to be able to offer your first month of service entirely free. We encourage you to sign up on cloud9fiber.com or by calling 931-201-9098 so we can help you make the switch today.
Back to school means back to savings at Heritage Automotive Center in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Act fast to grab incredible deals on new vehicles priced below invoice and pre-owned cars listed way below market value. Need help with payments? The friendly finance.
Here we are back. Maddie Gillum staying hot here. There we go. For Summertown, just maybe kind of hone in on the basics and work on what you know will work.
Yeah. Trying to make it 10 straight here.
That'll help.
And they do. Again, I do remember a 25 straight set last year in I think the district tournament, maybe against Perry County.
Yeah.
That's in.
Lynn Huffster again to the rescue.
Attaboy, Lynn.
Yep. There's nothing he can't do, really. Not calling doubles, but that's fine. Izzy puts one down.
Good job, Izzy. So, Tommy, did you get to see any interesting football games over the weekend? Like any high school games?
I was in the end zone for the Summertown Lawrence County game.
Wasn't that fun?
That was pretty exciting.
There goes the 25 straight.
Yep. I was right on the line.
I have like a top 5 live streaming, and I'm going to put that one at number 3 probably.
Well, I'll say this, and I've told this story a few times, and as Runyon puts that one down, that's our second impressive hit this game. Your boy was in class on Wednesday night predicting the score.
Oh, was he?
There was a lot of Lawrence County kids there at Mars Hill, and a lot of Summertown kids that play football.
Yeah.
Austin Reed and Eli Schaefer and them, and it was a little fun. The lesson was on conflict, and so being
good example.
Yeah, being used that as to advantage, and so they were predicting scores, and everyone said 14-7 Summertown or 14-7 Lawrence County, and Jake actually said no, I don't think Lawrence County scores.
Really?
And everyone said you're crazy. They got a little more heated, but he stuck to it.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know that.
Maybe next week the lessons on prophecy. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he
Jake
sounded,
the prophet.
He sounded a little prophetic.
Listen, I said those football players come over a lot, and they've been very confident all summer.
Yeah.
Not cocky, just they really, and I'm like, guys, that's really great that you're so confident. I admire that.
Yeah.
But inside I was thinking that
Yeah.
And they were right.
Yeah.
They knew.
Yeah, because it's hard to tell in a teenage boy what's confidence and what's just stupidity, because that's rampant in the young brain, the young male brain.
Yeah, and look, it's one game. They've not proven anything yet, but they did some really good things for it to be week 1.
Oh yeah.
And Wayne County is not going to be any easier of a team to beat than Lawrenceburg was. I mean, Wayne County is going to be tough.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping didn't happen, was there was a hangover.
Yeah.
From we beat Lawrence County, we won the Super Bowl feel.
And one thing that benefited Summertown was they got some interceptions, and I don't think that Wayne County's not going to throw the ball that much.
Right.
So you're not going to get those 3 interceptions, I don't think.
Yeah, and that was key. I mean, Lawrence County was driving, and it's not like they were picked off in their own territory. I mean, Lawrence County was threatening.
Yeah, we were struggling with the run, and then they would throw it, and Summertown would hurry the quarterback, and
right. And
so.
And Cale Scott was starting to get in a rhythm. I mean, for Cale, I'll say there was one impressive throw he had down the line that he motioned. He kind of rolled out and motioned his receiver up the field and hit him, and I was like, oh, he's starting to get hot.
Yeah, he's going to be,
Yeah.
He already is good. He's going to have lots of success.
Right. And for a high school game, I don't know that I've seen one, especially at the level as Runyon, her third impressive hit. One is an accident, but 3 is a pattern, and she's a good hitter.
Yeah.
Number 20 here. But I thought for a high school game, there was a lot of passes thrown in that game.
It was. Even Summertown had quite a, Summertown quit throwing in the second half because clearly wanted to run that clock down.
Right.
But that was a beautiful pass in that first touchdown that Summertown had.
Yeah.
It's just great play call, great execution.
Yeah. And those Stoll boys that can do more than Bill Barnes. They can throw
I
the
know.
ball sometimes. So.
Yeah. And, he keeps it and runs. And, got to keep him healthy.
Yeah. Everybody played really well.
And JV went and beat Lawrence County last night, too.
I saw that.
And, Lawrence County is some big boys. I mean, they were.
Yeah. Now I will say I'm sure it affected the game, but I know Lawrence County had some boys move to Giles County to play. So.
Well, yeah. So when they left Kaufman,
yeah.
And that definitely happened.
Yeah. But Kaufman had a really dominant team that entered in there.
Yeah.
So another net violation in Hampshire.
Lawrence County has one thing that just doesn't go for this is a big school surrounded by small schools.
Right.
And, what's more attractive, a lot of people say, it'd be fun to play against the bigger schools.
Yeah.
But a lot of people want to go,
You dominate, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're good. It's easier probably, or you think it is, but,
yeah.
You're still facing boys with helmets trying to run you over. That's like in baseball. I mean, you still got to hit a fastball. A 92-mile-an-hour fastball is still 92. Doesn't matter who throws it.
Right.
What schools it's being thrown by.
As Jay Chapman points out, when you're at that Gatlinburg tournament, you have a very good chance of getting hit by a volleyball, too, anywhere you sit. You're never safe.
No.
All right, so we have match point coming up here, and we're about to be done.
I've seen volleyballs come up here.
Yeah,
a few years ago. So see if Annalee can close this out. Hampshire just wants to set something up to that girl. If you can get the ball to number 20 for Hampshire, you're going to be all right. And for Summertown, you may want to perk up a little bit when they set her. There's some fans that just got here. Won't they be surprised?
Yeah. And, of course, does Lynn look aggravated that someone came and sat in his private section? They didn't know that was his private section.
Yeah. He's got to pay the extra money and get the security that goes with it.
Yeah.
All right, Abby Jo.
It's still not over. It's not finished.
Yep.
What in the world?
I don't know if we're in timeout territory here for sure, but I mean, you got to get a stop here. Maybe that'll
do it.
That'll do it.
All right. Summertown wins this in 3 quick sets. We will see Hampshire again in over there at their place later in the season. I probably might see them in the district tournament as well. We'll check in on Loretto, who is winning the third set 13-6 over Mount Pleasant. Looks like everybody's wearing pink there today.
Yep.
But we play Thursday at Loretto. It'll be our first time to play volleyball in that new facility, that beautiful facility they have down there.
Yep.
I'm not really sure who's going to be on the call. It won't be either one of us, I imagine.
No.
So everybody go support you need to be one or two places. Either be down there at Loretto cheering on a volleyball team, or you need to be at Wayne County cheering on middle school football. Be at one of those two places cheering on your Eagles or Lady Eagles. Of course, Friday, everybody be at Wayne County cheering on the Eagles in that game. This is Tommy Emerson, Will Pettis. This has been Summertown Volleyball on the X Sports Network.
Going